Hi. I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Shane.
And you know, I've been thinking, life's a lot like a pool table.
How's that, Jimmy?
Well, it's complicated, Shane. For
Please.
instance, sometimes you feel cornered.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you've had a hard break.
Okay, please continue.
Life's a lot like the pool.
I'm going your way, even though I cannot see in front of me. Oh, and I'm going your way, even though I feel lost to see.
All right.
Yeah.
So, hey, we're nationally syndicated,
Weekly.
worldwide,
Syndicated.
nationally.
It's good to be back.
It's great to be back.
It feels good to be with you.
It feels like it's been at least 3 days since we've done one of these.
Sure. Or 3 months.
Stop.
I will.
Please.
I just did.
So how are you? How have you been?
I'm good.
You've been on tour, like, you know.
I have. I've been playing music with New Song and Echoing Angels.
New song. Wait. I want to buy these shoes.
New Song. You know him. 3 days later, everybody found out that
You can't stop a good man down.
keep a good man.
Which reminds me of Cuba Gooding Jr.,
In,
Lord of the Rings.
based on the book Hatchet. Harry Falls. Tour's been good. We've been on the road.
Where have you been? Tell us.
Georgia.
Okay, that's enough.
All right.
What else have you been doing?
I've been. I'm recording tomorrow, up in Dallas
Can I come?
for the new album. You cannot come.
Oh boy. And it's a weekly, nationally syndicated, worldwide show.
But not Syndicated. Shimmy Show. You know, Shane, every time I look at you, I get angry.
Is that true?
That is not true. If you're sitting here watching the show, you are wasting your life.
You just insulted our entire audience
That's
base.
true. If you are sitting here watching the show, you are the smartest person on earth. When I went on tour, I was with a man named B.J. Harris.
B.J. Harris, the
Say it.
illusionist.
That's right. He taught me a couple tricks. One of which I'll show you right now. You ready?
I'm ready.
Just your average thumb.
Your average thumb. Can I touch it?
Please. Sit down.
Sorry. Okay.
Look at that. Super long thumb.
That is the worst trick I've ever seen.
Wait.
in my life.
Am I a witch? I'm not a witch.
I would never call you a witch. What I would call you is
An illusionist.
an illusionist.
Pull it.
There it is. Wow. Hey, watch this.
Ow.
Oh. Hannah is one of our such many emails that we got, and let's just look at it. Hey guys, I'm a big fan of the show. One day, and Jimmy Needham, big fan of Jimmy Needham. Woo! One day, I randomly found your Shimmy Show. Listen to this. That's great. That's great. Hey, we will applaud you, Hannah. But why is Hannah probably our biggest fan, Jimmy?
Well, let me read on.
Please continue.
I have now watched the Shimmy Show episodes over 10 times apiece. So, Hannah, we just want to thank you.
Also, Hannah, I think you should read the continuation. It says, anyway, I have now recruited, so we now have a, how do you say this in Spanish? A fan base, a fan club, if you will.
A posse.
If you will, a gang.
No. If you're 17 and your name is Tom, please email us.
Please.
Because I don't believe you exist.
Hey, this is from a person. And they said, hey, what about this? What do you think about teens today concerning purity and waiting? Do you think there is hope? How do you feel about yourself and waiting? I know both of you are married. And what do you have to say about that?
We got a lot of emails about purity.
A lot.
Last episode, I talked about my struggle with pornography as a kid/adult, and the responses have been flowing in. I think it's a very important issue, and one that I think we need to address. Teens and purity.
Just walking into high school, if you're a guy, and let's be honest, the girls don't wear any clothes.
They're completely naked.
They're not completely naked, but it makes it very difficult as a guy. Girls struggle with purity as well, and as guys do, and we think of it as a guy thing, but I was surprised just how many girls struggle with it.
I think that I was under the impression that when I came to Christ, which was when I was a sophomore in high school, that all of my life habits were going to be completely changed. You know, like I came to Christ, and then the next day I would stop being a jerk to my parents, and I would stop looking at porn, and I would stop doing all these other things. When the truth is, you come to Christ, and now you have a new heart, but your actions are still just jacked up, you know? Yeah. And so for me, it was kind of discouraging, you know, walking through the rest of my salvation going, how come I'm still looking at this stuff, you know, every few days, you know, what's going on? And the reality is, I had to come to terms with the fact, and I think I'm just recently learning, that God is in a process, after our salvation, He is in a process of conforming us to His image. You know, the Bible says in Ephesians 5 that we are to be imitators of God as beloved children, but I don't think that happens overnight. If you were to take a snapshot of my life at any given time in high school, you may think to yourself, wow, is this guy really saved? I mean, he's still looking at this stuff. But if you were to step back and look at the progression, I mean, it was year after year I was slowly kind of weaning off of all of that depravity on the internet and places like that, till I got to a point where I was in college, probably my sophomore, junior year of college, when one day I didn't get back on the internet, you know, and it wasn't some miracle prayer I prayed. It was just every day going to God, I hate this thing that I'm struggling with. Will you take it away?
I think porn is just part of it. Guys, if you're dating a girl or a girl, a guy, the question is not how far is too far, all right? Don't ever ask. In fact, if you want to know the answer to that, go ask that person's dad, hey, Dad, how far is too far to go with your daughter?
You'll find out pretty quickly.
You'll find out really soon.
It's about this far.
That's right. You think Jesus is like really excited about that question too? Hey, how far can I go without you getting really angry? I mean, a little angry is fine. If you have to ask that, I think you're going too far.
My caution to you watching is desire purity, but don't make it a set of regiments that you check off and go, okay, well, I've done this, because all that's going to do is either breed inside your heart pride, or if you don't do those things right, guilt. And the reality is, God hates both of those.
That's right.
What you need to do is just be hungry for God, and a good hunger for God and a thirst for His Word is the best defense, I think, against lust. Here's the truth. We are God's children. God takes joy in your baby steps. And I don't want to get soft theology on anybody, because God does desire purity. But something that was really important for me to hear is you know what? God is pleased with the little steps that you're making in purity. God is pleased that you've come from point A to point B. And it might not be a far journey for some people, but for you it is. And if you're continuing to walk with your Father, man, may I say to you that He is just so in love with you and grateful for this process. And He loves walking you through it. He's a good daddy. And you need to know that and take comfort in that.
Hey, what's the
new
tour?
song tour?
New song tour. Go there.
The New Song Rescue Tour. You can go to my MySpace. There's a little link on there. Go to newsongonline.com. There's all sorts of information about it. I would love to see you, talk with you after a concert. It'd be very cool. Come and check us out.
Oh, hey, we're at the shimmyshow.com.
Boo!
I think that was good.
That was good.
What was really